E bem-vindos a mais um episódio de Dragon Age Origins. Eu sou o João Alves, como sempre, e este rapagão maravilhoso e lindo é o aluno. Nós no último episódio estivemos aqui na nossa Party Camp a falar com a maltinha, conhecer melhor a Win, que está ali ao fundo, falar mais com a Liliana, com o Alistair, com aquele burro. O Bolden e o Freddy, que não precisa falar nada com eles, e falei ainda, claro, com a Morrigan, que ainda não consigo que ela apareça. Falei ali também com o Emissary Feather. Não falei com o Pimpolho, mas pronto, o Pimpolho não tem nada a dizer de novo. Vamos então prosseguir viagem, porque neste episódio eu vou seguir para...
Indeed.
Yes.
Minha equipa maravilhosa, para a Brecilian Outskirts, ou Brecilian Forest, que é onde vamos encontrar, obviamente, os Dalish Elves. Ora, o que é que será que vamos encontrar? Darkspawn, Darkspawn, do Denerim.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
Zevran Arenai. Ok, aparentemente eles contrataram António Bandeiras para me atacar. Olhem! Conhecem? Claro que conhecem, porque ele está aqui. olhem ele aqui. Olha aí, eu sou... muito burro, moço. Essas que mais apanhados por... Peraí. Esses mais apanhados por unido. Afinal baixo, que eu não te consigo atacar. Malandro. Malandrinho. Vou te ignorar.
A fellow traveler of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself.
Acho que não, eu tenho 5 cópias.
Will the wonders of this all too small a land never cease? Well, they will for you. Get them!
Ok, quem me está a atacar é... Tu, jovem, tu vais levar com isto. Tu vais levar com isto. Que não resultou... peraí. Espera. Aí. Este jovem precisa de um mana clash urgente. Yes! Espera aí. Não estou a mandar toda a gente para o chão, que nem preciso. Espera, onde é que tu vais, aluno?
So shall it be.
Pacífico, pacífico, viram? A técnica, foi mencionado que eu andava aqui, pá. Ai, a ser mauzinho com todos, mandá-los para o chão. É verdade, é totalmente verdade, mas há que ter em conta que eu, da última vez que joguei isto, joguei como um rogue. O que é que me vai dar aqui? Já continuou? The Chemical. 2 de Cunning. Health Regeneration. The World Map, está tudo. Journal. Está feito. Vamos prosseguir. Joguei como um rogue, ou seja, eu às vezes iniciava o combate. Na realidade, isso não é correto, pelo menos para um mago. E eu atrair a atenção toda para mim usando logo feitiços assim mega espetaculares. Portanto, tem que aprender a ser contido, comedido. Olhem! A Dalish Elves!
Right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Ok, eu por acaso estou mesmo à procura de vocês.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
Vamos persuadi-lo.
Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the Keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
Ah, que riqueza boa.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see.
Estou aqui a representar os Grey Wardens, o animal.
You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra. You may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
You too.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
Não, vamos ser
Menos.
simpáticos.
From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brecilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Ok, não há maneira de ajudar os teus homens.
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
Eu sou bom nessas coisas.
Within the Brecilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
Ok, eu vou encontrar o Witherfang.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brecilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Ok, tenho questões para
Make
ti.
them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Ok, não, vamos dizer, onde é que eu encontro o Witherfang?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Ok, e conta mais sobre esta
There is not much to say.
curse.
It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
Então eles vieram todos do Witherfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
Ok, ou seja, se for mordido vou ficar infectado.
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
Ok, como é que eu sei que estou
You will
infectado?
know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
E como é que isto começou?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
Ok.
Go on then. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Ai, ajudas muito, tu. Ora, temos aqui uma série de coisas para fazer. Vamos ficar aqui na Underwheel. Goddess of the Hunt. Aqui na Celeste. The Earthkeeper. Eldest of the Sun. What is this? Oops. Goddess Vengeance. The Death Turret. Vou aproveitar agora que estou aqui simplesmente a apanhar loot por aí fora, antes de falar com mais pessoas. Estão a dar uma branca. Ok. Gostava que me dissessem nada. Color Inks. Just collecting stuff. Ora bem, Arthurus. É, não é? Arthurus, tens alguma coisa para mim?
Andaranatician, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
Não há problema.
That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brecilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
E não estás muito contente, pois não?
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems.
Não, por favor,
It's
conta.
odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Dalilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Dalilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Dalilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Ok, eu
I
encontro.
have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Ok, já sei o que eu vos queria dizer. Vocês já estão-se a interrogar por que raio é que eu decidi vir diretamente para aqui, para a Brecilian Forest. Vou falar com a Mithra, a ver se ela tem alguma coisa para me dizer.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
Ah, não há problema. Porque nesta zona eu consigo encontrar uma especialização para os magos que eu estou à procura, porque eu não tenho nenhuma neste momento e queria ter uma. E aqui eu encontro-a. E é aquela que eu quero. Eu vou dizer que compreendo.
You might have just told me you were a Grey Warden and saved me the grief, though I suppose I can hardly blame your caution. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral.
Ok, está ótimo. Vamos voltar para trás. Elf Nurse. Vamos a Elf Nurse. Temos aqui o cão.
Very well.
Pois. Elf Nurse.
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our ailing fallen.
Zrili. You dislike me. Vamos falar aqui o Cameron ou com a Cameron. O Cameron.
Hello?
Hello? Hello, yourself? Ou melhor, não tens razões para ter fredo. Ter medo de mim.
Of course. I'm very sorry. It's just that we don't get many visitors. Like you, I mean. Of your kind.
Nunca viste um humano?
Oh, of course. It's just that they don't... I mean, you don't... Oh, I should start over. I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
E porquê que não podes?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Vamos persuadir. Lá.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Ok, qual é o problema?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
Ok, e de certeza que há uma maneira de resolver o teu
I
problema.
haven't thought about this. There's nothing I can do.
Ok, e se eu te arranjar essa pele?
No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter.
E se eu falasse com alguém, não?
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
Jovem, eu posso ser mesmo persuasivo.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
Sim, vamos lá.
Cyranas. Oh, ma Cyranas. I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
Olha lá, caralho.
Move these things through the forest. Do the trees just get out of their way, or what?
I'm a chest. I'm a chest.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Posso mudar o que está dentro?
What is the point? It is none of your business, so please, leave it be.
Tá bem, tá bem. Quem és tu, Lanaya? Peraí, temos que falar aqui.
Of course.
The chest. Eu tenho que limpar este campo de loot. Já sabem o que é. Temos que roubá-los. Temos que basicamente roubá-los. O que é que me falta? Pile of Scrolls. The Long Vault. Vamos falar com o Verathorn.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
O que é que tu fazes aqui?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest.
Ironbark.
The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
Ok, e se eu encontrasse? Hein?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
Sure! E que tipo de itens é que fazerias?
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is.
Ok. Muito bem.
That would please me. So long as our hunters come first.
E agora quero ver
I am
que
no
tens.
merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Claro que sim, claro. Obviamente que vai haver. The other skills. Agora temos aqui o que é? Scout's Bow, que é muito melhor que o que eu tenho para Liliana. Também o preço é... Meu Deus, ora onde é que eles estão? É um bocadinho melhor, pronto. E o Dalish Longbow, é a mesma treta, fantástico. The Dalish Gloves. The Elfrup. Silverbrush. Claro, aqui temos o que? Poções. E Toxin Extract, Death Root and Elf Root infinitas. That is great. Ora, eu tenho aqui. Ora, aqui não tem ninguém para falar. Vamos continuar a visitar aqui a aldeia. The chests. I cannot unlock. Será que ele consegue?
Yes.
Não olhes para mim, não olhes para mim. Love letter. Obrigado, Liliana. Não olhes para mim. The pile of sacks. Ora, eu acho que a Liliana vai gostar destas armaduras. Olha, Leather Helmet, que ela não tem nenhum. Box. The Dalish Gloves. Box. The Dalish Armor. Que é por acaso pior. Mas vou pôr da mesma. Box. E já está. Se calhar, eu não, mas o Alistair pode levar com umas Chainmail Gloves, que são a mesma coisa. Skill Boots. Eu não tenho melhores. Pronto, isso é tudo. Temos mais aqui alguém para falar. Vamos primeiro ver isto. Elfruit, também não vou buscar nada. Vamos falar com a Elora.
Who comes?
Me?
Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
E quem és tu?
My name is Elora. I am the master herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
O que é que
They
eles
are the
são?
noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
Ok, o que é que está separado?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery.
for her sake as well as that of the others.
E, ó jovem, não posso ajudar, não?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Ok, acho que não vou conseguir ajudar. Mas vou tentar.
No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
Vamos examiná-la.
And? What do you think?
Yeah, não sei.
I am glad you attempted it regardless.
Eu posso ser eu a matá-la se quiseres.
That would not be right. When the time comes, then I will do it myself. It is my duty, as both master herder and as her friend. She shall take her last breath knowing she was always safest in my care.
Ok, quest updated. Deixa eu ver. Greater Survival Skill. Alguém que tem aqui Greater Survival Skill? Skills. Survival Herbalism. A Liliana não tem. Pois ninguém tem. Portanto, é. Lamento, pá. Tentei ajudar-te. Até outra vez. Ok. Ora, the chest, Liliana, por favor. Faz a tua magia. I'm gonna rob you! Ora. O que é que me falta aqui? Gaiana, vamos falar com ela. Come on!
Andaran Atishan, outsider.
E ora bem, podes-me responder algumas perguntas?
I'm not sure what I can tell you, but I shall try.
O que é que podes dizer sobre o Zathrian?
Zathrian? He has been our keeper since long before my parents' parents were born. What could you wish to know about him?
Ok, qual é a idade dele?
I don't know. Very old. It is said that Zathrian may be one of the first to become as our ancestors were long ago, immortal.
Ok, e porquê?
We all live longer than the Flat Ears, the elves who live with humans. The Keepers even more so because of their knowledge of the old ways. Why Zathrian differs from the others, I do not know. Perhaps he has been blessed by the creators.
Ok, o que é um Keeper?
He keeps us safe, and he keeps the knowledge of our people safe, so we may bring it to all of our people one day.
Ok. E que tipo de conhecimentos?
The ways of our ancestors, of course, from the time of our Lathan, before the human empire enslaved our people.
E onde é que ele vai buscar isso?
From the other clans, and from the artifacts we uncover in our travels. Everywhere the old empire was, so went their slaves. Pieces of our past lie everywhere. To the Flat Ears, those who live with the humans. When we have a new homeland to settle in, we shall teach all elves the ways they have forgotten.
Ok, tenho outra questão.
Yes.
Queres saber outra coisa?
What is that?
Ok, tu és a Gaina.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
Ok, ele diz que te recusaste a dar a mão dele.
I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
Não, se gostares dele, claro que podes.
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
Ajudas?
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen. Cameron, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today.
Ah, isso, muito bem, os bochecha.
We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Ah. New quest, Cameron's Lament, items de receive, o que é que eu recebi? O que é que eu recebi? Yo, o que é que eu recebi? Really? Ah, The Tale of Lauren. Fantástico. I don't know what I can do with that. Liliana, sai daqui. Ok, fantástico, isto é maravilhoso, estou muito contente. I am so very happy. Clicar aqui no Federal.
Of course.
E agora, o que é que me falta falar? Com a Lyanna. Lyanna e o Sarl. Começar pela Lyanna. Já me tomou de ponta.
I am told you were instrumental in bringing our Cameron and Gaina together.
Sim, está correto.
By our traditions, Cameron is still Dalish, a child. Their match is hardly appropriate.
E quem é que sou eu para pôr no caminho do
We try
amor?
to teach our young to wean themselves off the impatience that humans suffer from. Their belief that everything must happen now is what destroyed us long ago. But there's no real harm in what you did. I do not doubt your intentions were good.
Ok, conta mais
I'm
sobre
hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
Ok, como é que vieste para os Dalish?
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
Ok, deve ter sido horrível.
It was. The long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
Ok, os Dalish é que te resgataram?
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
Ok, não tinhas uma família para
It's
regressar?
possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
Ok, e como é que tu tornaste-me keeper?
I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
Então deve estar contente.
I am. The ceremony where Zathrian anointed me as his first was the proudest day of my life. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
Congratulations! Olha, por que vocês não estão hostis?
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
Sim, mas eu não sou responsável por isso.
Aren't you? You're human. And to many of them, you represent the humiliations our people have suffered for generations. You may not have been personally responsible, but such feelings are not easily overruled by logic or fairness.
Mas tu não és hostil.
I was not born here, so I see things differently from the others. Still, I do not blame them for what they feel. Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable.
Ok, quem é o Arlathan?
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
Okay.
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
Mas vocês eventualmente libertaram-se.
Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people. She who was your maker's chosen.
E vocês não são da mesma religião,
We
basicamente.
worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her or her god.
Ok, e o... Didn't Arlathan fight back?
The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though Arlathan fought, they lost.
Ok, vocês eram imortais?
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
Ou seja, vocês podem recuperar o vosso tempo de vida, não é?
In time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
Mas ok, vocês basicamente perderam mais uma
One
guerra.
wonders why we weren't more prepared when the humans conquered our second homeland. We will be more cautious if we ever have a third.
Ora bem, a vossa terra eram os Dales,
That was
correto?
our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile.
Ok, e não é possível tornar-me, pôr-me no lado bom, vocês virem de outra maneira.
It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
Ok, quero outra coisa.
Certainly.
O que é que me podes dizer sobre o Zathrian?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Lost much?
He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
Ok.
As you wish. Darth Shirel.
Zathrian. É muito suspeito o facto de seres basicamente imortal.
Yes. What is it you need? Have you news?
Ok, falei com a Lanai sobre
And
ti.
what did she have to say?
Ok, que tu és keeper há muito
That's
tempo.
true. Hundreds of years, if you must know. Slowly, the Dalish will all know once again the agelessness of the elves. For now, only a few of us have regained that ability. But I cannot say any more on that. I trust your curiosity is sated.
Ok, ela disse-me também perdeste a tua família.
I would rather not speak of it. It is very painful for me, even now after so long. The werewolves were responsible. That is all you need to know, and should adequately explain my hatred of them, no? Let us leave it at that.
Preciso de equipamentos.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use.
Ok, tenho perguntas?
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Ok, isto já vi. Ok, o que aconteceu com a Daniel?
She was one of the first to succumb to the curse. She is dead.
Ok, onde é que está o corpo?
Of course not. She is buried, as is our way. Athras is a grief-stricken man who seeks hope that does not exist. He will accept what has happened in time.
Ok.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Ora bem, vamos ver o que é que o Serral tem só para nos dizer e depois vamos terminar o episódio, porque já chega. Ora, Serral.
Gaina and Cammon together, I see. Strange that you should take the time to involve yourself in that affair, of all things.
Ok, o que é que me podes dizer sobre a floresta?
I know a few tales. Our clan has passed this way many times before, even when the Shemlin lived in these parts. You wish? I can tell you what I know. It is not a long story.
Ok, sim, está bem, conta lá.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brecilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
Ok, vou-vos mostrar um exemplo perfeito de que este jogo é mesmo antigo. Reparem aqui na dobra da roupa dele. Está para cima! E os cabelos são estáticos. Meu Deus, o que é que se passa? Está cheio de goma esta roupa.
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fane, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
Ok, então o Witherfang ainda existe.
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
Ok, há muitos espíritos na floresta.
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
E batalhas na floresta?
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here in slavery? Even the barbarians who came to overthrow the Imperium fought and died on this soil.
Ok, e já agora, quantos lobinhos? Lobinhos!
One knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Ok, e os hunters tornaram-se então lobisomens, certo?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
Ok, obrigado.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Obrigado! É bastante bom. É bastante importante saber isso. Ora, eu acho que o caminho é para ali, para a Brecilian Forest, mas eu não vou para lá agora. Eu vou terminar este episódio com... Estou, neste momento. No próximo vamos aventurar-nos pela floresta de Brecilian Forest. Vou apanhar este fruto enquanto termino o episódio. Espero que tenham gostado. No próximo vamos então pesquisar tudo o que a floresta tem para nos dar. Eu vou provavelmente demorar vários episódios a fazer este main quest. Tenho algumas side quests que vou tentar fazer ao longo do caminho. Se não tiver que desviar, se tiver que fazer, eu faço no meu próprio tempo para deixar isso feito. Eu sei que estou aqui para adquirir a ajuda dos Dalish Elves, mas algo me diz que eu vou ter é que fazer uma escolha mais à frente. Será que estou certo? Será que não estou? É isso que veremos nos próximos episódios. Se gostaram, espero contar com vocês no próximo. Mantenham-se seguros e fui!